This is an example of a government that has grown way beyond the consent of the governed, folks, and there's only one peaceful remedy for that. For more, let's bring in President of Convention of States, Mark Meckler. Mark, it's good to see you. As we said in our preamble, Democrats don't want to be Americans anymore, and we need to fight back against a federal leviathan that weak Republicans have joined together with Marxist Democrats to create. It's up to states to rein in the federal government, yes?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. It's important we remember states actually created the federal government. I think we forget that in our current balance. They came together. They ceded a very small amount of specific power, 17 enumerated powers to the federal government, and they retained the power to take power away from the federal government. It felt like it got too large, and Lord knows we've reached that point.
Where does Convention of States sit right now? How close are we to getting the states calling this convention and beginning the process of reining in a federal government that has grown beyond the consent of the governed?
Well, it takes 34 states to call a convention. That's 2/3 of states as specified by the Constitution. There are another 2 states that are right on the cusp, North Carolina and Kansas. I'm hoping that we put both of those in the bank before the end of the year. And then we've got a good run set up for the beginning of legislative season starting in 2025.
So how many is that? Does that make 22, 21?
That would take us to 20. That would take us to 21. And then I think we have 5 to 6 on the table for next season.
Gotcha. All right. You told a story on this show of how Mitch McConnell will say or do anything to stop Convention of States. He doesn't believe in states' rights, and he doesn't want any interruption to the federal government's abuse of power over our people. Does Convention of States action have a game plan to target those in the various states who are preventing the states from participating in a convention, to remove those obstructionists from office?
Yeah, we do, and we've been executing on that. Of course, a lot of that has taken place in the primaries. Unfortunately, we have folks who call themselves conservatives but are not willing to stand against the federal government, and we've been successful in removing some of those in states around the country already. We'll continue to do that as the primaries play out, and then obviously we'll be out there in the general elections as legal, removing Democrats who oppose Convention of States as well.
All right, Mark Meckler, keep us posted on, especially if the dam starts breaking and we start getting more states coming on board. Appreciate the update.